Hello everyone, welcome to Diction Addiction. In the last week, I have observed a couple of editorials in the Hindu newspaper. I found this is interesting and relevant, hence I want to present this Hindu editorial. The Hindu editorial title is Sex and Violence. Sex and Violence. First, I will read it and I'll try to give meanings for interesting words. Then later on, I'll try to summarize in one or two words. It is time the Union government took a categorical stand on the issue of treating marital rape as a criminal offense. It informed the Delhi High Court earlier this week that it was having a relook at its position spelled out over 5 years ago. In 2017, the government had opposed the removal of the statutory exception in Section 375 of the IPC for rape committed by a man on his wife if she is not below 18 years of age. The remarks of the Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani, in Parliament also do not throw much light on the matter. She merely said the government was engaged in a process to introduce comprehensive amendments to criminal law, indicating perhaps that the criminalizing of marital rape is unlikely to be taken up in isolation. At the same time, she observed that it would not be advisable to condemn every marriage as a violent one and every man a rapist. One can only interpret this as a sign that the government is quite wary of agreeing with the body of opinion that favors recognizing rape as something that could happen within marriage too. In 2016, the government had rejected the concept of marital rape, saying it cannot be applied to the Indian context due to various factors like level of education, illiteracy, poverty, married social customs and values, religious beliefs, and the mindset of the society to treat marriage as a sacrament. There is no indication as to the sort of departure from this formulation, if any, that the proposed reconsideration will lead to. However, the question no longer brooks responses marked by ambivalence or tending towards buying time. One cannot expect the courts to delay indefinitely a ruling on the constitutionality of the existing exception in rape law. The conventional arguments against criminalizing rape within the marriage, that the institution of marriage will be ruined and that is liable to misuse, no longer hold good. The country has adopted a domestic violence law that enables complaints against physical and sexual abuse. The IPC also holds cruelty to be an offense in a domestic context. Therefore, making marital rape a criminal offense is unlikely to ruin the institution of marriage any more than a complaint of domestic violence or cruelty would. The exception given to marital rape harks back as the report by the Justice J.S. Verma committee noted while recommending its removal to an outdated notion of marriage that treated the wife as the husband property. The notion of implied consent within marriage is also reflected in the marriage laws that allows for restoration of conjugal rights, a remedy that either party to marriage may avail of. Looking at marriage through the anachronistic lens of coverture, the view that wife is under the husband authority always should not be allowed to override the autonomy of married women over their person. Yeah, this is all about reading in a what is marital rape? Marital rape is the act of forcing your spouse having sex without the proper consent is called as a marital rape. I've just read the some article in the web. It says that 70% of the married women are facing the domestic violence, and out of which major one is the marital rape. So as on today, the marital rape is an exception in criminal proceedings. So if that is recognized, then the government and other people are saying that it may be misused. But whatever law is existing as on today, that is domestic violence, where the victim can complain on the grounds of physical violence as well as the sexual abuse. So there is no further damage if at all the act is, uh, if the act forms an criminalization of marital rape also. But the fact is, government or they want to have a stand, but probably they are going to change a lot of things in the criminal procedures. So once it is, if they don't want to, yeah, as per my understanding, they don't want to take this marital rape as an isolation. So the point we have to drive here is that a rape is a rape, whether it is in the outside the marriage or inside the marriage. So without the consent of the partner or a spouse, one there is no way that one can have sex without their partner's consent. So maybe this is very essential to uphold the dignity of a woman and married women as well as a married woman. So one man, woman or man will not lose their dignity or rights once they get married. So no one is a superpower or no power in the institution of marriage. Wife and husband are called as partners, but not as a word. Wife and husband are really outdated terms in my view. Thank you all for listening. I'll see some important words here. You see, let us see some definition of a few words here. Ambivalence means not clear, having two opinions indefinitely for a very long time. Constitutionality means according to the constitution. Ruined means going to damage. Cruelty means physical abuse. Implied consent means granted one. They think that they have a agreement. Restitution means restore. Conjugal rights means marriage rights. Anachronistic means outdated, old ideas. Coverture means protective layer. Categorical means clearly taking a clear stand. Marital rape, I told you already, without consent of the partner, if you induce them to get into uh, sex. Relook means approach reconsidering. Statutory means according to the law. Engaged means involved. Merely means just like that. Comprehensive means completely. Amendment means changes. Isolation means all alone. Condemn means criticizing. Worry means very cautiously. Married means lot of many. Sacrament means giving lot of importance and thinking that it is very holy. So thank you all for listening. If at all you like it, just subscribe. Thank you.